Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Literally so cold this week. I know I said that last time, but it's even colder this time around. But I don't even really know what to talk about today. I kind of have an idea. First off, if you're new here, my name's Lilia Soares. This is On the Floor with Lilia Soares. I changed my hair. There's been a lot of change for me recently. I feel like it's like giving blonde, but I really don't want to be blonde. Like I didn't want to be blonde. I just wanted like more highlights and stuff. I don't know. I've just been like in a little period of doing the same thing every single day. And so kind of where I want to take this video is I want to take this as like they want to see us fail. The enemy does not want us to win. Whether you believe in karma or like, you know, the enemy or the devil or like whatever, or like evil eye, I don't know. You know, everybody's got their own sort of thing that they equate negativity to, I suppose. Or maybe you don't believe in any of that stuff, which is fine. But I've been in a little period now where I've been doing the same thing over and over, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been getting a little bit boring. And it's hard because I think that's where the actual discipline is gonna have to come into play because, you know, yeah, I made a video on discipline and how I've been doing things and all this other stuff. But now comes the part, and I've heard some people say it as like the lonely season, where like you're doing a lot of things on your own, kind of just doing the same thing over and over, which is definitely what I'm experiencing right now. I don't know, I guess I've been feeling like a little bit discouraged in myself. And so if you've been going about something and you're starting to feel discouraged, or you're starting to be like, where is this going to take me? This isn't going to get me anywhere. That is when you have to keep pushing and you have to keep going and see it through all the way, because that's when you're gonna get the reward. That's when you're going to finally break through. Like, I don't know, has everybody seen, maybe if I find it I'll put a picture of it over here or something, but have you guys seen that picture of the guy pickaxing for diamonds or something, and the other guy like kept going and then there's the one who like he stops right before. But that's kind of how life has been feeling right now, where it's just like, this is the part, the calm before the storm, right? Because I did have a few things happen to me over this past weekend where kind of made me feel like, okay, everything is always working out for me. As I've said in my last video, things are lining up for XYZ and they need to go in this order in order for things to kind of happen. I was able to meet someone that I don't think I would have met if I had done things a little bit differently, like even just by like half an hour. I feel like we probably wouldn't have had that same experience. It was just, again, is just like part of the whole, everything happens for a reason, everything falls into place how it needs to at the end of the day, stuff like that. But I'm not hoping for anything too crazy in the meantime, because sometimes when I say I want a little bit of excitement, things go a little bit too crazy, and I don't know, things just, they gotta get bad before they get good. This is really just like your reminder to not give up, and you gotta keep going. And if there's something that you've been putting off, you need to start that now more than ever. Like, we need so many new individual voices, and we need so much more art and music and creativity. We need that passion now more than ever. I just think it's going to become very prevalent with this next time frame, this next set of years. Like, I really think that's something a lot of us need to be doing, is to be giving our all into a passion and just striving for our success and just really going for everything that we've said that we've been wanting to do. Like, there's no excuses anymore. You have to put your foot on the gas. You gotta get everything off the back burner. You got to really start pushing yourself, instill that drive and that fire and motivation within yourself to start that business or become a morning person or start going to the gym or putting in effort to meet new people. At the end of the day, like, it's all up to you. And I really believe that you can do it. So I hope that you do. Yeah, I don't want to make this like a quick, there you go, 1, 2, 3, 5-minute video. Boy, it's so freaking cold. I'm so cold, I'm so freezy. What am I supposed to sit here and talk about for another half hour? Like, I wish that I could give something more to you guys as advice, but I'm blank. I've been very blank for these past maybe about like 2 weeks or so. I don't know. Everything's just been kind of the same. I would love to update you all. I mean, I have like personal things that have changed that I just don't want to share based off of my own privacy. I really don't know. Like, I've just been doing the same exact thing over and over. I go to the gym And it was been really interesting because they said they recognized me at the gym. So I hope that's a good thing, because what do you mean? What do you mean you've been looking at me? I suppose I also could talk about, sometimes you have to leave people where they're at. I get that's slightly off topic to what I maybe want to title this video. I don't know. I could probably tie it in. I'm experiencing this firsthand with a social situation that I'm in. I don't know if you ever noticed. I'm somebody who can pick up on body language very easily, and I notice body language a lot. There's this one person who, me and them one-on-one, it's their body language and the way they act towards me is just so different as opposed to when there's another person there, of just somebody else gets there and I leave or something. It used to bother me for a while, but now I've been trying to find the good in our interactions with each other. It's just something that I want to stress in general. It's when things are tough, you got to try to find a way to find the good, even if it's just we didn't argue, or oh, we worked as a team on this thing, or they were kind of helpful with this situation. Whatever you can do, try and find the good will definitely help you out more in the long run, as opposed to just having that negativity just linger and being upset. I'm also experiencing this sort of too with a lot of other dynamics that I was in, where it's if somebody doesn't want to talk to you, they're not going to talk to you. There's nothing you can do to change that. I don't know. I don't want to mismosh this video with so many things that I've been seeing, or experiencing, because I would love to make separate videos on it all, but I don't know. But maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm supposed to be mixing all those topics all together. What I've noticed, and obviously makes the most sense, because if you know anything about law of attraction or law of assumption, this is pretty much what they say, that the more that I've let go and stopped caring about an outcome or, the how of the situation. So it's how am I going to get this money? How am I going to meet this person? How is this scenario going to work out for me? The more that you let go of that how, the easier all those manifestations are going to come in. They're going to come in faster, and they're probably going to come in a much bigger, expanded way than you ever expected. When you sit there and you constantly worry, you're not going to get anywhere. And it also doesn't help if you've got people in your ear questioning you about a lot of things, or just asking you for follow-up questions and just all this other stuff, blah blah blah. I'm not too much of an expert on it. I actually wouldn't even say that I am an expert on it, but I do enjoy dabbling in human design sometimes. I'm a generator. I think there might be 4 types. There's projector, generator, manifesting generator, and I think just maybe manifester. You can look it up. I can probably leave a link in the description box of where you can find your chart. But in your human design birth chart, or just chart, I guess, there's a part where it's called your not self theme, and it's basically your sense of self when things aren't going right, I guess, to put it blankly. For me, that feeling is frustration, which I completely agree with, and I definitely see get played out. There's been something that people around me have been wanting me to work on for a very, very long time. I want to say since at least a good year now, probably a good year to about 8 months or so of consistency, where everybody's been wanting me to work on this thing. And then people would start to get in my ear and be okay, well, when are you going to do this? When are you going to do that? Blah, 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 blah. There'd just be times where I wouldn't work on it, or I wouldn't think to do it, because granted, we've only got 24 hours in a day. There's only so much time that we can do certain things. So it's no, maybe I haven't called them. Maybe I haven't gotten, papers for here. Maybe I haven't done research for this, or maybe I haven't done that, whatever. And then very recently, it's been fine, and it's all fallen into place, and everything is taken care of how it needs to. That's just further showing that the more you just let go of the how, the quicker all of these positive rewards are going to come to you. I don't know the best way to phrase that, to be honest. But also to kind of talk again with human design and stuff. Like I said, I am a generator, so what that means is I will always try with YouTube, and I'm going to actively try and put an effort in it, because I think it is good for at least my personal routine to have something to look forward to editing and to, keep me on task. But it's part of my motive, or my life and my drive to get distracted, quote unquote, by different opportunities. I love painting, but I haven't done a painting in such a long time because I just haven't had the drive for that. It's much better for me actually to work in small little spurts on different passion projects instead of I'm going to work on this for 1 month at a time and then I'm going to switch to something else. Like, it's actually much more beneficial for the way that I work and process things, for me to, maybe I'll do YouTube for this week and then like this next week I'm going to try to do some painting, or like I'm going to work on some of my music, or that's all part of what helps me function the best at the end of the day. Where was I going with that? Literally, where was I going with that? You got to keep putting in the effort to get to where you want to go. All I know is leave people where they're at. Meet them with the same kind of regard that they have for you. If you're texting somebody up the wazoo and they're not replying back to you, stop talking to them. Just stop. It just goes back to the whole, if they wanted to, they would. Genuinely, that's how we all operate. You know, I'm sure you even do it to people that you like or people you don't like, whether you realize that. If I wanted to go and do something for someone, I would. If I didn't want to, I'm not going to. We all can't force each other to do things. You know, we can't change the way that we are. It's even prevalent in like why maybe some friendships you act a certain way, or like why each relationship is different. You know, I'm sure you act much differently with, you know, whoever your first boyfriend or girlfriend is than as opposed to how you act with your now husband and wife, or your second girlfriend, second boyfriend. Maybe you married your first boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. But there's different things that you just wouldn't do. Don't put in wasted effort. You can't save everybody. And I think that's where I think that's kind of also too where I've been trying to learn a little bit of boundaries, because I've definitely been one of those people in the past who tries to save everybody and tries to fix everyone. If people aren't our things to try and fix, it's not what we're all supposed to do, okay? Unless you're like a therapist or a doctor or something, you're not supposed to fix this random man that you met and, you know, maybe one day he's going to fall in love with you and you're going to get married and all these things are going to happen. No, don't do that. It's literally not worth it. It's much more worth it to just put all the effort into yourself and see how you grow and see how you learn and see how you become the most amazing version of yourself. So yeah, so there's that. And like I said, I don't want to say everybody wants you to fail, but like, don't let yourself succumb to the rut. Don't let yourself start to fall into old habits or bad habits when it gets hard. Because like I said, I've just been in the same dynamic over and over where it's like I feel like I just go to the gym, I go to work, I come home, I do XYZ. It's like, what else am I missing? What am I not picking up on? Or also too, with the fact that it's like becoming the deep of winter, it's very hard because it's so cold, and I don't know anybody who willingly wants to go out in the cold all the time. Like, y'all crazy if that's true. It's nice if you're doing something. Like the other day we had a good snow, so I had a little snow day with my sister and my kid and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh, this would be fun to like know how to snowboard or ski or something like that, but to just be out in the cold all the time, no thank you. So when you start to get into those motions where it's like, if I feel like I just want to give up, or like I feel like my efforts are wasted, and you know, you're not seeing that validation immediately, you have to be the one to self-validate. You have to be the one to remind yourself to keep going. For all I know, this video could get like 5 views, and will that be a little bit discouraging? Yes, but I'm going to have to keep going. I'm not going to get to where I want to be in life if I just like stop making videos now. Because for all I know, what if the next one is the one that gets me to like 100,000 views, and I get, you know, the 1,000 subscribers and I'm able to monetize and all this other stuff, like blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm never going to know if I don't try. It's just part of, you know, part of letting go, part of just letting the process happen how it needs to. Everything is going to work out fine for you. And we all need to just stop worrying about things we cannot control right now. And I really think that that is my lesson within the year, because I don't know, I noticed it definitely on my birthday, but especially the day right before my birthday, because I'm somebody who, I like those big balloons. I like those big number balloons. So I went to the store to get them filled up, and the guy popped them. He popped one. I think he popped the two. You know, that was part of the lesson, to just like, hey, go with the flow. It is what it is. Now I know better to maybe actually go to a balloon store instead of just my local grocery store. and hope for the best. Just letting go and trusting the process. That's all we can do. The more that we have faith and the more that we take control of our lives and welcome in all the positivity and pray for the abundance, we're going to end up getting rewarded with that. And everything's going to work out how it needs to. We don't need to worry. There's literally no reason to worry. Take that energy and take that anxiety and put it into something else. Put it towards your work. Other than that, it is so freaking cold. Like, I think it's only like 10 degrees out here or something. I don't know. I'm surprised you haven't... You might be able to see my breath in this video, looking back. I don't know. Other than that, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.